Hey, welcome back, people. Glad to see you. Make sure you drop a comment, like the video, subscribe, follow, share. You're looking good today. You're looking good today. Nice, nice. Very good job today.
New York Mayor Zoran Mamdani observed Ramadan last night with the men who are incarcerated at Rikers Island, the city's jail complex. NPR's Brian Mann has more.
Mamdani arrived through heavy security, joining a group of men many held as they await trial. Together they knelt to pray. Mamdani spent an hour with the men talking and breaking the fast with a meal. He spent much of the last month holding public celebrations.
This is me just being a Muslim New Yorker, and I think there are some for whom that is a political act.
Mamdani and many Muslim Americans have faced growing hostility in the U.S. from some politicians on the right, including Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, who last week reposted a photo of Mamdani next to an image of the 9/11 terror attacks, a post Mamdani described as bigoted.
Straight to jail.
I'm going to Rikers Island this evening to break my fast alongside Department of Corrections staff as well as incarcerated New Yorkers. This will be my first visit to Rikers Island as the mayor of our city. However, not my first visit as an elected official. When I was an assembly member, I visited Rikers a few times. And the last time that I visited Rikers, it showed me, as well as many other elected officials, the level of despair that has become endemic to that island. There was an incarcerated New Yorker who attempted to take their own life in front of my former colleague, Assemblywoman Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. And we are committed as an administration to closing Rikers Island. And part of that commitment is also illustrated in the hiring of a position that will be focused on ensuring that the city can actually start to live up to the construction of the 4 borough-based jails that allow for the closure of Rikers Island. And the way of living up to it is to not only ensure that it moves forward, but also does so on a timetable and on a budget that is actually in line with what the expectations are. Socialism.
Straight to jail.
Terrifying word. A lot of people are afraid of the word socialism. And a lot of people have misconceptions about what it means. I'm a democratic socialist, and what socialism means to me is a commitment to dignity, a state that provides whatever is necessary for its people to live a dignified life. So the typical big 3 that we talk about are housing, healthcare, education. But frankly, if you look around in the moment of this pandemic, we see how many more things are necessary to live with a dignified life. We need our internet because we have all of our kids staying at home doing remote learning. And if you don't have internet, you can't be taught, you can't learn. Whether it's childcare, whether it's public transportation, whether it's our utilities, whether it's our housing, whether it's our healthcare, these are not things that should be up for debate. Because we see what happens when we let the market be the sole determinant of the distribution of dignity. It picks and chooses people who can survive and people who can thrive. It is up to us here across New York to make it very clear that every single one of us deserves a shot, that an injury to one is an injury to all, that our future is built on the notion of solidarity.
Straight to jail.
Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again.
He was seen after his victory. Wait, is he? No.
Straight to jail.
New York City Islamic extremist and socialist Mayor Zoran Mamdani is engaging in political warfare and trying to silence people who disagree with him. Decorated NYPD Captain James Wilson was transferred from the 94th Precinct in Brooklyn, where he served as the second highest officer for the Greenpoint Station House, to the NYPD's 911 call center in the Bronx, because he bashed Mamdani by saying, "He's an embarrassment, total nonsense, and not my mayor." City Hall has 2 sets of rules, one for far-left comrades and another for everyone else.
Straight to jail.